Hello students, now let us start our chapter 3 of class 8 NCERT. Before starting this chapter, we need to understand some of the points. First one is polygon. Okay, so a polygon is a closed figure made up of line segment only. Okay, that is given in your 3.2 point. On the first page of the chapter, it is given that closed figure made up of only line segment is called polygon. Now, a polygon with three sides will be named as triangle. Okay, see, I am taking three sides because we cannot have a closed figure with one side or two sides. We only have a closed figure with three sides, so I am taking the three side here. Okay, so triangle is the first polygon, and four-sided closed figure is known as quadrilateral. Okay, now in this chapter we are about to discuss about the quadrilateral only, which has four sides, and of course it will also have four angles. So since it has four sides, let us segregate it into three parts. Those are based on sides. If we have one pair of parallel sides, or we may have two pair of parallel sides, or we may have no parallel sides but adjacent sides are equal. So one pair of parallel sides will be known as trapezium, two pair of parallel sides will be known as parallelogram, and if there is no sides parallel and adjacent sides are equal, then it will be known as kite. Okay, there is another possibility that there is nothing equal, no parallel sides, then it is simply known as quadrilateral only, because it doesn't have a special quality, so it will not have a special name also. Now this parallelogram can be separated into two parts, one based on angles, let's say all angles are equal, and one based on sides, let's say all sides are equal. Okay, now before we go further, you need to understand the properties of a parallelogram. So there are three basic properties of a parallelogram, that is opposite sides are equal and parallel, opposite angles are equal, and diagonals bisect each other. See, these three are the basic properties of a parallelogram, and all these parallelogram will have three properties at least. And apart from this, if the parallelogram also have all angles are equal, then it will be known as a rectangle. Okay, and if the fourth property is all sides are equal, then it will be known as a rhombus. Understood? Now you might think that where is square, right? So I am putting square here because square is a special type of rectangle, because it will have all these four properties. Also, square is a special type of rhombus because it has this fifth property also, that is all sides are equal. That means square have all these five properties as written in the chart. Okay, now trapezium we have normally two types of trapezium. That one is normal and one is isosceles trapezium, in which isosceles trapezium means two sides will be equal. Obviously the non-parallel sides will be equal. So that is not in your syllabus, I'm just giving you. And kites, there is no separation. So we can say that a square is also a special type of trapezium, because see, trapezium definition is one pair of parallel sides. Okay, in square or in any parallelogram, both the pair of sides are parallel. Since both the pair of sides are parallel, therefore it can be placed under trapezium also. So parallelogram is a type of trapezium, means rhombus is a type of trapezium, means rectangle is a type of trapezium. So square is a type of trapezium. Square is a special type of trapezium, square is a special type of rectangle, square is a special type of rhombus, and square is a special type of kite, because kite definition is what? Adjacent sides are equal, right? And in square we know that all the sides are equal, therefore it is a special type of kite also. Okay, so square is very special, just like you children, you all are very special, because you all have some special characters in you, right? And one more segregation is there, that is convex and concave. Okay, so convex means the normal quadrilateral in which the diagonals are inside. Okay, and concave means the quadrilaterals in which all the diagonals are not inside the figure. Okay, if any one of the diagonal is outside the figure, then it will be known as concave. Understood? And so diagonal is one property, and another property is angle. In a convex quadrilateral, all the angles are in between 0 to 180. Okay, it cannot be 0 or it cannot be 180, but in between 0 to 180. That means acute, obtuse, it can have anything. But in a concave quadrilateral, we have a reflex angle. One of the angle will be a reflex one. So if any reflex angle occurs, then it is a concave quadrilateral and not a convex one. Okay. Now let us start our exercise 3.1, which is a very simple basic exercise, in which first we are asked with simple curve. So simple curve will be one which is simple, very simple. Like the fourth one, we are having these crossings, right? So if a curve, if any curve crosses another, then it is not regarded as simple curve. Understood? Just that simple. Okay, and simple closed curve, obviously the simple curve which will be closed. Okay, so you can find that. And any polygon will have only line segment. Okay, then convex polygon, concave polygon, I have just explained. So question 2 is very important. A formula is there. Diagonal of a polygon can be calculated from n minus 3 by 2, where n is the number of sides. Okay, so n minus 3 by 2 is the formula given for the diagonal of any polygon. Understood? Now this formula is not given in your book, so you should note down it. Let's do the B part. We know that hexagon will have 6 sides, right? So just put the value and get the answer. So the hexagon will have 9 diagonals. In the next question, the sum of interior angles of a quadrilateral is always 360 degree. Okay, because see, a quadrilateral can be formed by joining two triangles, and we know that one triangle will have 180 degree as its angle sum property. So angle sum property of a quadrilateral will obviously be 360 degree. Of course, we have a formula for this one. I will be explaining in the next question, but this is a practical example. Okay, and if it is a convex one, if it is not a convex one, then they are asking. So yes, it will also have 360, and the proof is just above the equation. See the fourth point. Okay, fourth point, they have asked you to find the sum of the interior angles if two triangles are joined. So like this, we can easily find that convex or concave, let it be, but the quadrilaterals will have 360 as their angle sum property. And the formula is given in question number 4, n minus 2 into 180. That is, n is the number of sides. So this is the formula. You can put the value of n to be 4 to find the angle sum property of quadrilateral or pentagon. Like in question number 4, let's say C part, where n is given as 10. So just put the value and get the answer. So that is 1440 degree. Okay. Now moving on to next question. A term is given regular polygon. The regular polygon means all the sides are equal. Simple. Okay, so you should write it. The regular polygon means all the sides are equal. Now, the names of a regular polygon, it is asked. 3 side, that is triangle, and a regular triangle means all sides equal. That will be okay. And hexagon, this third part is known as regular hexagon. Okay, 6 sides is regular hexagon. Now 4 sides is your homework. Now, applying the angle sum property is 360, right? As we have done in earlier question. So this is how we will find for the next question also. One of them is 90. Okay. Now, for the next part, it is a pentagon. That is, the number of sides is 5. So by the formula, we get the angle sum property be 540. Okay. And the base angles we can find from a linear pair of angles. Remember, linear pair from class 7. The left one is 110 and the right one will be 120. Yes. So the x is, so the answer is 140. Understood? Now next is a regular pentagon. So you can find it yourself. Let me do the second part of 7. Okay. See, they are not asking about the angle x or angle y or angle z, so we don't need that actually. What we need, the sum. This sum they are asking, and this will be 360. Directly you can write, because it is a property of polygon that any polygon, whether, doesn't matter how much sides it has, any polygon will have 360 degree as its exterior angle sum. Okay. So this is it. This is the end of this video. See you in the next video.
Thank you.